Hello everybody, my name is Connor and we are here with Rosinante versus Red Purple Uta. Pretty interesting match here. My opponent ends up going first. No turn to do much, or nothing to do on that turn. Ooh. And I get the baby 5 search off, and we are going to search for something that is Donquixote family. And right now I'm thinking the 2-cost blocker is pretty good, and we have a very blue hand, my goodness. Yeah, really unfortunate to be bottom decking the kid, but overall that's okay against a red match. I know that red is all about minusing power, and that I feel is where kid is less useful. So 3 Dawn turn for my opponent, and they yeah, let's see what they do. I have a bit of a weird hand, I feel like. 3 Kayas? 3 Kayas, 2 Dofis. Wow, that is a weird hand, but at least we'll be able to set up some blockers here eventually, and get some cycle out with the Kaya. Not the worst option, but I mean, there could be worse hands to have. But yeah, so my opponent looks like they're swinging into baby 5, trashing Douglas Bullet, and I go ahead and block and counter to keep baby 5 up. They trash Douglas Bullet to make it a minus 2,000, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and they pass turn. We get another Doflamingo. Dude, we are cooking. We are about to pop off. So thankfully we do have 4 Dawns, so we can do another baby 5 search, and hopefully get something. And did I even shuffle my deck? I don't know. We end up getting Sugar, which I am okay with. Unfortunately, bottom decking a Carrot. But yeah. Oh, you know what? I do remember why there are some pauses. I was teaching a friend how to play, and he was sitting next to me. So he was asking me questions, so I'll try and cut that out if they are too long. But we do get the Sugar off of the baby 5 search, and we swing 5 into lead. Just gonna poke and drop a Doflamingo. 3 Dawn coming out, and dropping the Doflamingo searcher. Seeing what we can do, and we are kind of liking what we're seeing. It's a little counterless heavy, but that's okay. Just trying to think about the next couple of turns, thinking I could, with 4 Dawn, I could do some Sugar shenanigans. I do want to get Law out there if I can. Looking like I put Law under the Carrot. I think I'm valuing Carrot more at this moment over the Law, which I think is accurate. Carrot, very, very good card in this deck. Really having a hard time thinking about this, though. This is a tough choice of, do I want to get Carrot first? Do I want to get Law first? And I'm probably counting what card comes up on, yeah, that's really what took me longest. Counting what card comes up on what Dawn turn. And we do end up passing turn, and with the cards in hand, we do get to restand our leader, getting the ability to block if we want there. So my opponent at 6 Dawn, it looks like. 4, 5, 6, yeah, okay. Swinging with the Zoro Juro and ramping a Dawn, going to 7 there. And I think I should just block 4 into the 1, but with my leader ability, we'll see though if I do end up blocking. Dude, I'm definitely doing all the finger movements to make you guys think I'm really smart. But yeah, I do go ahead and just block that, trying to get him to give me more resources, and he drops 4 for the Bon Clay, which, yeah, that's scary, especially knowing what I have coming up in my deck. I want to remove that. Thankfully, I do have a way with the Sugar to rest and remove it. And it looks like he is thinking about swinging lead. Ends up attaching a lot in swinging lead, and Or baby 5. If he's swinging baby 5, yep, baby 5 and baby 5 is gone. He was determined to get rid of that baby 5. And that's understandable, honestly. So with 6 Dawn, I think my play is to... I think Sugar is definitely part of my play here. That Bon Clay, I want him gone as soon as possible. And with 4 Dawn, I think I could drop another Dofi. I could drop a Rosinante. But we do play Sugar, resting the Bon Clay. Yep, and I end up swinging 6 into Bon Clay, just kind of getting that nuisance off the board, and dropping another Dofi. I mean, at this point, I think I know what's coming up, but this lets me see what's coming up after, one more after, and I can decide if I want to pull it up. And I think, realistically, with 6 Dawn, I think I should put Rosinante to the top. Yeah, there I go. And because I do have the carrot in my hand. And yeah, so I will be able to carrot into Rosinante, assuming they have something on the board I can freeze. And even if I don't, I think that's a solid choice. We are under 6 cards, so we restand our Dawn and pass turn. Our opponent already at 10 Dawn. Kind of crazy how fast they ramped, honestly. And yeah, just kind of trying to see what they do. Definitely haven't even really looked at an Uta list. So I think we do ask for some Sugar clarification here. So there may be a cut here. Alright, so my opponent is going to attach 2 Dawn to Zoro Juro, swinging at my life, going at 6. And it's been a pretty slow game here. He's only had 1 life gone. I only have, I have all my life still. So definitely not the worst choice to take this, but I do decide to give him the 2k. Keeping my hand size low just so I can benefit off of the, what is it? Just so I can benefit off of the blocker, and Sugar comes out, or Dragon comes out and gets arrested by Sugar. So I save myself the huge hit there. I think that is good, and we take this 7k hit and get our 4th and final Kaya, which is great. And Rosinante is about to be here, dude. We're gonna drop the Rosinante into carrot. Freeze the Zoro Juro, probably. We'll see if my plan changes now that Dragon's on the board, but definitely counting my Dawn, trying to see what I want to do. Honestly, Rosinante and a carrot is just a solid option. Especially if I have the carrot, which I do. So I swing 5. I swing 5 at Zoro Juro, and I think that my plan was to try and get cards out of hand. And I do. I get the Buena Fiesta out of hand. He gives me the 2k. I tap 8, playing the Rosinante to play out the carrot. And I think I'm just reading, making sure I'm playing the carrot right. And we end up freezing the Zoro Juro. So honestly, pretty happy with that, and we end up passing turn. So not dealing with the Dragon is a little unfortunate, but if he does play something, I can rest before Dragon gets the swing off, but we'll see. And he does find his 2 Dawn under Zoro, forgetting that it was there for a moment. And just gonna see what he does next. We have a pretty scary board here. Swinging 5 at lead. And I do go ahead and give him a 2k there. The 9 is probably... Yeah, I take the 9. Getting our 10 drop Dofi, which... Oh, that's lovely. And he taps 10 to drop Shanks and KOs the Rosinante, which is a bummer, but Sugar rests the Shanks, and Sugar would rest, but I think he ends up passing turn after that. And I think I'm just so excited about being able to freeze up his entire board this turn. Yeah, so he passes turn, so Sugar would restand here anyways. And yeah, we get another Rosinante. And I think I am torn between what I want to do here, and I do end up swinging 6 at... Do I swing 6 at Zoro or 6 at life? I think I'm swinging 6 at life. Or maybe Zoro. He gives me a 2k, gets out of that. I swing 5 at life, and he ends up giving me another counter. I tap 10 to drop the Dofi. Oh, I swing 6 and I froze. That's why I was pointing. So everything on his board is frozen. What a absolute pain in the ass. The dragon, the 10 drop Shanks, and the Uta, and Zorojuro is frozen by the carrot. So definitely making it hard for him to play the game. He is still at 3 life. We are at 2. A bit unfortunate, but the Luffy comes down. Oh, I think this is where we really ask for Sugar clarification, because he was like, you have to rest that, right? And I was like, I think I get to wait, and I don't. So there may be a cut here. But, okay, so we do end up resting the Luffy. And my opponent ends up dropping another 10 cost Shanks. Really unfortunate. Our search is the 10 cost Shanks. Excuse me, thank God. I rest Sugar to have something to because I have to. And he plays out the dragon, attaches the 2 rested Dawn, swinging pretty big into probably Sugar, and I block that. I absolutely block that. Sugar absolutely goated. And we get our 5 cost Law, but the question is, can I go for game here? We have nothing but blocks in our hand, and we have 3 swings on board. I don't think I should be going for game, but potentially clearing board. His board is pretty scary. I do know he has another 10 cost Shanks, and I think that my plan is to do... Oh man, I don't know what my plan is. I think I'm gonna go 11 into, I believe it's the dragon. Yeah, I go 11 in a dragon just to get that threat off the board. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, I think I see what I'm doing. I swing 6 into, I assume, Zorojuro? No, I freeze Zorojuro, 6 into life. Maybe I should have swung 6 into... No, because I'm going to probably swing my lead into blocker. But I end up playing the Law, bouncing the Sugar back to my hand. And then playing... And I couldn't remember if I had to play a green character. But I am going to play one of the blockers I have in my hand. And I do end up playing Rosinante. And then I don't know how I feel about this. I think I go 7 into life, and I have 3 blockers on board, 2 life, 4 Dawn up, and I'm trying to figure out what my best option is. I think 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I could have swung into Dragon to get another card out of hand. Don't think that's the best option, but that is an option. I'm really thinking about this. I bet you guys have never seen me think so hard. And yeah, I think because I wanted to drop another blocker, but I am realizing now that my board is like full. It is full. So don't really want to remove anything off the board. And that's why I'm thinking so hard. Is this like, is it with? I want to keep yeah, so I end up swinging 9 into dragon. I want to keep Carrot on board. I think Carrot can help me push for game. And so I end up swinging 9 into dragon, getting the blocker queen out of his hand, and passing turn. And I am nervous about the 10 cost Shanks coming down here. Yeah, it's just, his board is so scary right now. But I'm thinking with 3 blockers and 2 life, I'm thinking I'll be okay. So it looks like he's gonna swing the dragon, swinging dragon, into Carrot, and I end up blocking for Carrot and taking the life, getting the 8 cost kid. Not exactly what I wanted here. Not sure if that was the right play. Now he can't get rid of anything on my board though, so I guess it's not the worst play. Yeah, because I have 3 blockers and he has potentially 3 swings. So he swings 10 into Carrot, and I block with Dofi. Just literally protecting Carrot at all costs. I'm feeling like I need to keep Carrot up because I need to go for game next turn. Swinging 5 at lead, I end up giving him the 1k in the Rosinante blocker, and another 10 Dawn, it looks like, to drop another Shanks. And he ends up popping Law, and I'm like, wait, no, I'm gonna trash Rosinante, and he's like, no, that only protects rested characters. And I'm like, oh, shoot. So, a little unfortunate there, but you know what, not the worst thing. And we do get another 10 drop Dofi, but at this point, no blockers up. I've dwindled his hand size pretty low. Unfortunately, I have a bad angle, so you can't see his hand size. I think it's time to go for game here. So, going at 8 into lead. Freezing Zorojuro. Again, remember when Zorojuro could swing? Yeah, me neither. And yeah, so he ends up taking the 8, which is pretty solid. We swing 10. We swing 10 here. Just trying to make it really hard for him to counter out. He takes that, and we swing 13 for game, and he gets close, but no cigar. So we are able to take it with Rosinante. I definitely feel like if we didn't do it that turn, we were cooked. So really good game by my opponent, really fun to play against him. And yeah, this deck is really fun. So yeah, this is the last game I will be sharing. I have plans to share of the Rosinante, and honestly, it was super fun. I recommend giving it a try, giving it a go. But yeah, hopefully next video we'll be on some 8.5 shenanigans. Actually, probably not. We might do a couple sim videos because I'm in the 8.5 waiting room. But I'll end it there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.